Welcome back, my listeners. Yes, I'm reading out your comments and I'm getting a lot of opinion from you guys. And this is Nibs Radio, by the way, and you can follow us on our social media pages. That is on Nibs Radio on Facebook, Nibs Radio Official on Twitter, and also Nibs Radio Official on YouTube. And I can see one Esther from Moranga saying that unemployment is due to corruption. Yes, he's saying that unemployment now among us is because of corruption. There's one else, Lynette, who said unemployment leads to poor mental health. Hiyo ningependa Duncan atujibu. Do you think the unemployed people are having a poor mental health?
Let me first touch on what you have said about corruption. As I said about the connection. First of all, before you get the connection, connection works with corruption. You have to be corrupt somehow to get that connection, because those who are there, the officials there, in case you want a job, you want to be connected in the market, or for the skills you have studied in.
You have to give to get.
Yeah, I know, but in the government, in our country, corruption is not supposed to be there. It is illegal, but it comes. In this case, corruption is like, I don't know what I can call it, but you have to be corrupt to get that job. It's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah. First, you're saying that you have to give in order to get. For you, did you give in order to get the job that you're having right now?
What I gave was my papers. My papers spoke for me. That's what I meant.
You actually studied for economics, or what did you study for?
Economics.
And that is what, in degree level, diploma, what level?
PhD.
Oh wow, PhD.
Yeah.
So do you think the ranking of the levels of education can also determine the
ranks you will get in the labor market?
For Duncan,
yes.
What are you on, degree, diploma, PhD or masters?
Being in diploma level, I think the labor market should also help those who are in that level, diploma certificate level, at least to get job, because it is expensive to go getting a bachelor degree. Masters is somehow expensive. So I think the labor market should help the graduates in trying to give them jobs at their levels. Yeah.
Back to the earlier question that I was asking.
A minute, please. Okay. Back to you, Duncan.
Yes.
You know, even God helps the person that first of all helps him or herself.
I didn't say I can't help myself, but I'm talking about getting that job by the level you are in at the education.
You are a skilled journalist.
Yeah, sure.
You can do photography. You can do freelancing. You can be a citizen journalist. There is no limit.
Yeah, you can self-employ yourself, but in this case, I'm talking about, because not everyone will be able to employ himself.
For you, what's stopping you from employing yourself?
You need capital. First of all, you need capital to be able to employ yourself.
Okay, Carl, you need capital. The government has provided Hustler Fund.
Yes.
But there are banks where you can apply for loans.
How will 500 help you in right?
Not only 500, there are banks that you can get loans. You just submit a proposal.
Yeah, I know, but
and also there's the youth fund. Actually, the youth fund.
The Weather Fund.
The Weather Fund.
Yeah, I know, but in this case, many people, many youths will not be able to get that access. Let's say people.
Why?
Let's say youth from remote areas or places where they are not able to access some.
Let me tell you first of all,
youth in
remote areas are the most places where corruption is free.
Yeah.
And that's where most of the youths are assisted. For many youths tend to run into town, to urban areas, and leave the rural areas. So don't say that urban or rural.
No, but in this case, let me explain my point. I was saying, like, youths in remote areas, yeah, I know most of people tend to, after finishing up with their studies, they tend to go to town to trying to seek for labor market. But when it comes to, for example, corruption is everywhere. You can't say that because the leaders who are leading, they are corrupt.
So I want to understand, is there a narrative in the rural areas that is telling people that in urban areas there is job more than rural?
Yeah, I think people tend to think so because when it comes to town, people, they are, for example, in having studied journalism and media studies, most of the media houses are in town. You will rarely find media.
You're telling me in the rural areas there's no media station?
There are communal stations.
They are, but
I know some in my area.
they are, but let me go to the point of experience. For example, getting job there, you need to be much experienced. So, for example, you go there, they be asking you if you have experience of about 2-3 years. Where will you be having that experience from? Where you are just from the college.
For Cleophas, what can you say?
I can say that experience, first of all, you start building your proposal while you are in school. So that's where even you don't have the experience, but you have, let's say you have some videos or pictures that you have taken, they will talk more about you. They will convince even your employer to give you a job without experience.
So this narrative I know of most people looking for white collar jobs more than blue collar jobs.
Yeah.
Is it a narrative that is disturbing these young people?
Mostly Duncan has the narrative of getting a white collar job.
No, but wait a minute. Let me go first to the point he had that you need that attachment. No, I can't call it attachment, but the portfolio, building your portfolio is a part of practical. I think it's part of practical.
I think, but you can present it also to your boss and tell him this is what I was able to do.
Yeah, you'll present your portfolio, but they ask you, do you have any experience?
This is the experience
I'm having.
But
this is what I can do.
But in case they ask you for an experience of about 3 years, do you expect that will be able to be an evidence enough to,
you know, a good work speaks for itself.
Very true.
Yeah, I know, but as I said earlier, corruption is everything. So you have to give something to be able to get that job.
Even in churches, we do give offering.
No, we can't say offering is corruption because when it comes to the religious, it's something different. Yeah.
So for you, what's preventing you from opening a media station for yourself? Because you are experienced, you have studied for 2 years for journalism. You can go also in the rural area and place your own station. What's preventing you from doing that apart from finances?
Apart from, I think the biggest problem is finance. I don't think there's anything else because if I had finance, I have skills. I do most of my freelance works in photography and writing. So finance is everything because having to open your own media house, it requires a lot of capital that many youths will not be able to have at the time.
Okay, so as we wind up, you can present to us, maybe there's an employer out there who is working actually in the media station. You can present out to yourself what you are able to do. They can be able to hear you as you wind up.
Okay, I've studied journalism and media studies at diploma level, but I'm able to do a couple of things. I'm able to do freelance writing, photography. I can also do good editing, and also I can be able to shoot camera skills. I have them. Yeah.
So for Cleophas, as you wind up, what advice can you give to the youths who are actually unemployed and the whole society at large?
Okay, first of all, let me tell them that being unemployed is not being that you have lost destiny or hope. One day, one time, you'll get employed. Don't only expect to be employed. You can employ yourself. You see, even the SMEs out here, they were not given the white collar jobs, but they are thriving to make it.
So thank you. So our lovely listeners, as you have heard, that is the major thing that is affecting the youth, having a victim who is actually unemployed in student. I can see most of you sending your comments, your feedback. I think I'll be reading a few just to, I see one, Grace from Mombasa saying that unemployment is a major factor causing drug and drug abuse in our place. I can see most of your feedback, but I'll not be able to read them for today. But for now, we have to wind up there. Until tomorrow, this was Spice FM with I, Mercy Mura. Until next time, have a wonderful day.